Welcome to the EAP Counsellor, the podcast where we explore practical strategies to enhance employee wellbeing and create thriving workplaces. I'm your host, Lou, and today's episode is all about employee assistance programs, EAPs, those often overlooked gems that can transform your workplace culture and boost productivity. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning in. Today we're going to be diving deep into the world of EAPs. You know, those three-letter words that often get lost in the HR alphabet soup. But fear not, by the end of today's episode, you'll be an EAP enthusiast just like me, ready to champion wellbeing in your organisation. So let's start with the basics. What exactly is an EAP? Now, I know for those of you who have been listening in to my podcast for a while, you know that I have spoken about this before. I've spoken about EAP, what is an EAP, and so on a lot. But I find I still get asked the question, what is an EAP? What does it stand for? Tell me more about it. So today I'm going to recap what exactly an EAP is, but I wanted to do more than that. What I want to also really do today is talk about the importance of having an EAP, really utilising your EAP program and actually utilising it in a way that it is a culture catalyst for you and not just a checkbox. Because I also find that in conversations that I have out and about, which I have a lot, I just get this sense that there are businesses out there that are inquiring about EAP and wanting an EAP program to tick a box for compliance. And I have a problem with that. Yes, EAPs are about compliance, absolutely, but if we are only having an EAP program to tick a box, we are missing out on so much goodness and gold that they can provide. So today I want to talk generally about EAPs, but I really want to, make a point, a real solid point that they are so much more than a checkbox or a tick box. And if businesses use their EAP program to its full potential, the differences that they are going to see, notice in their workplace, improvements in culture, as well as taking strides towards having and being able to promote a mentally healthy workplace are great. So again, let's start with the basics and get into today's podcast. EAP stands for Employee Assistance Program. Now, the team approach, which is my business, we provide counselling services to businesses, to employees through their EAP or their employee assistance program. There are other services that can be provided, and the team approach, we are stepping towards providing other services through our EAP program as well. At the moment, we are counselling service providers. So think of it as a confidential support system for your employees. When life throws curveballs, whether it's stress, personal issues, or work-related challenges, EAPs step up to the plate. Now, here's the thing. Many businesses treat EAPs like a checkbox. Yep, got one, next. But that's like having a Ferrari in the garage and never taking it for a spin. EAPs are more than just a compliance requirement. As I've mentioned, they're a culture catalyst. I really like those two words, so I put them in there. They're a culture catalyst. So imagine this. Your employees face personal struggles, financial stress, relationship woes, mental health concerns. An EAP provides them with confidential counselling. It's like having a trusted friend who's also a qualified psychologist. And guess what? Happy, supported employees are more engaged and productive. So let's flip the script. Instead of treating EAPs as an afterthought, lead with wellbeing. Make wellbeings part of your company's DNA. When leaders prioritise employee mental health, it sends a really powerful message. We care about you, not just your output. Picture this. Sarah, a top-performing manager, hits a rough patch. She's overwhelmed, struggling to balance work and family. She reaches out to the EAP. Within days, she's connected with a counsellor. Well, it's actually less than that. But straight away, she's connected with a counsellor who helps her navigate the storm. Result? Sarah's back on track and her team notices the positive shift. Speaking of teams, which I do all the time, speak to teams, speak about teams, let's talk for a moment about us, about the team approach. We're not your average EAP provider. Nope, we're not. And we don't want to be either. We're on a mission, on a real mission to make a real difference. Our counsellors aren't just listeners, they're also change agents. So if you want an EAP that's more than a checkbox, check us out. Check out the team approach, because we provide extra services, benefits, inclusions alongside the one-on-one counselling sessions, because we want the workplaces that we partner with, that we work alongside, we want them to be mentally healthy. We want them to have a mentally healthy culture. We want to be able to support them. We want them to have compassionate, empathetic, and emotionally intelligent leaders. We want them to understand what a wellbeing strategy is, why it's important, and we want them to be able to design and create one with our help so that wellbeing, mental health and wellbeing, health and wellbeing becomes part of your culture and it's embedded into every part of your organisation, which ultimately means you become an employer of choice. Today's employees are asking questions about, well, what do you provide? What else is part of my contract, is part of my, part of what I get for working with you? What are the benefits? What are the bonuses? And when a business can say, we have an EAP counselling program, we also have leadership coaching, we have a wellbeing strategy, we really look after our people, that's when you as the business owner, the leader, your business is looked upon favourably and people want to work for you. That's how we get the good people, how we retain our good people, and how we get real results. So I want you to think about your workplace, and I want you to think about your EAP program, if you have one, And I want you to think about how you can get the best outcomes, the best results from your EAP program. So first of all, going forward, I want you to think about promoting EAP awareness. And you might think, well, how do I do that? What do I do? Promoting EAP awareness includes sharing success stories. You might want to host lunch and learns where a counsellor can Zoom in, visit, whatever it is, and actually share a mental health and wellbeing tip or facilitate a lunch and learn session. You can also weave EAP information into your onboarding process and into check-ins and into work performance meetings, appraisals, etc. We also need to normalise EAP usage. We need to encourage employees to seek help without stigma. It's okay to ask for help, and it's our job to create that culture, to promote that, and to minimise the stigma that is out there. When we're promoting it, when we're normalising it, when we're talking about it, when we're sharing stories, that all helps to break down the stigma. And number 3, we can measure impact. I ask you to track your EAP utilisation, gather feedback. Numbers don't lie. So gather the data, look at the data, see what themes are coming through, see what it is that your people need help with, extra support with, and provide it. Be aware of it. Be sensitive to it. EAP gives lots of insights that really help a business, which is fantastic. So remember, EAPs aren't just about solving problems. They're about preventing them. So business owners, HR professionals, and employees, whoever is listening right here, right now, let's unlock the potential of EAPs together. Prevention is the way forward. We don't want to be continually putting out spot fires. That's exhausting. It takes energy. It's a band-aid solution, which means those spot fires keep igniting. We want to be proactive and preventative so that we actually put the fire out. We solve the problem. We get underneath and we solve it so that we're able to move forward. We're able to move forward positively, proactively, and that's all stepping us towards a healthy workplace, healthy people, because we need to be well to work well. Proactive wellbeing strategies help organisations to be mentally healthy, as I've mentioned, which leads to becoming employers of choice. And when I'm having conversations with business owners out there, that's what they want. Part of the reward is recognition for being an employer of choice, and a place, a business, an organisation that people want to work at, who want to, collectively, collaboratively work to help the business achieve results. They want to be able to work alongside healthy people, and they want work to be a good, healthy place to be, a place where they actually want to hang out, not dread getting up each morning or whenever your shift is, dreading actually turning up and being there. Thanks so much for tuning in to today's podcast. If you enjoyed today's podcast, and today's was, just a nice short one, a short one about just reminding you of the power of EAPs and how They are so much more than ticking a box. So much more than ticking a box. Remembering, if all we want an EAP program for is to tick a compliance box and that's it, then you're not getting the benefits that you could, that you should, that you want. Ticking a box, it just means you can say, yes, we have EAP, and that's about it. If you really utilise your program, it absolutely becomes a culture catalyst, and you will receive the benefits of that tenfold, which is really, really, really exciting. So if you enjoyed today's short episode, hit the subscribe button, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other, and we look forward, or I look forward to the next podcast, which is coming soon, and look forward to talking to more business owners and leaders about EAP counselling services and what it means to partner with the team approach. Have an awesome Monday, everybody, and I will be back in your podcast ears very, very soon. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Bye.